Hi everyone, welcome to this video. On this video, we are going to discuss the different job opportunities available in the public policy sector. We are also going to talk about the nature and scale of work in each of these jobs. Before we begin, a quick introduction about myself. I'm Ayushi Chand. I'm a government officer and I'm currently serving as an Indian Economic Service Officer with the central government. I have over 6 years of experience working in the public policy sector. I would also discuss what kind of educational qualification you require if you want to work in the public policy sector. So stay tuned, I'm going to discuss it towards the end of the video. Broadly speaking, public policy work involves any work related with the government, a government related organization, or any work related to public at large. It is aimed at solving the real world problems or challenges that people face. So fields such as health, education, civil rights, environment, budget and taxation all fall under the broad category of public policy. For the ease of understanding, I would divide the kind of jobs available in the public policy sector into 5 broad categories. First is working directly with the government. Now there are 2 routes to do that, the traditional route as well as the new route. The traditional route involves clearing a government exam and becoming an officer such as IES, IPS, Revenue Service Officer, and so on. Indian Economic Service is also conducted by UPSC and is another way to serve with the government. Now, these are called as the civil servants or the permanent executive or the bureaucracy, and they work with the government on a long-term basis, usually throughout their careers. These officers work on all the government affairs such as policy formulation and execution. They look after the daily administration and law and order of the country. For example, as an Indian Economic Service Officer, I work on major flagship schemes of the government, such as MG Narega, Swachh Bharat Mission, Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Gram Awas Yojana, and so on and so forth. We work on the policy design and strategy. Several other officers work on the implementation of these schemes at the ground level. The second route and the new route is through contractual positions with the government at various levels. These can be at different levels, such as entry-level positions as young professionals, analysts or consultants, then mid-level positions as director or senior consultants, and finally at senior positions at joint secretary level. These positions are across ministries such as Ministry of Rural Development, Ministry of Finance, Niti Aayog, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Similarly, there are government-related organizations such as Invest India, QCI, which offer such positions. The duration of the work ranges between 1 year to 5 years, and there is an option to extend it further in most of the cases. The nature of work would again revolve around policy. You would most likely be tasked on a specific project for the duration of the work you are employed by the government, and you would work with bureaucrats on those projects. For example, for a project such as electric vehicle, government may hire experts in electric vehicle domain. As a consultant, you would be expected to provide your expertise in your domain. You could be a health expert working on health policy issues. You could be an energy expert working on energy projects. For example, while I was working as a public policy consultant to the government of Andhra Pradesh, I worked on setting up of Vizag as an IT hub in the newly formed state of Andhra Pradesh. I was directly hired by the state government for this role. A lot of students who are interested in pursuing a master's in public policy or an MBA later in their careers do work with the government, as it really helps in profile building and gives them good experience to work with top leaders of the nation. The second way of working in public policy sector is through private firms or impact investing firms. Now, several large private companies also work with the policymakers and regulators on public policy issues. There is also a huge intersection between tech firms and public policy roles. Tech firms such as Uber, Facebook, they work on a range of issues such as emerging technologies, data and privacy issues, and this requires extensive work with public policy experts and governments. These companies hence hire for managerial positions across different locations. Similarly, management consulting firms such as McKinsey, Bain, BCG, they also hire for their public sector arm. Specialized consulting firms such as EY, Dalberg, Samagra Consulting, they also have government consulting rules. So if you're someone who's working with one of these firms, you could get an opportunity to work with the government on core issues. For instance, in my own example that I gave earlier, while I was directly hired by the Andhra Pradesh government There was also a team from EY which was working parallelly with the state government, formulating investment strategies to attract more investors to the state. Other companies such as KPMG, McKinsey, etc., they also work on specific projects with the government, and the government bids contract to these particular companies. So if you're someone who's looking to work with a private sector firm but also wants to gain government exposure, this is the path to take. Then there is something called as impact investing. Now these are basically investments made with the intention to generate positive impact to address the world's most pressing challenges. It could be in sectors such as sustainable agriculture, renewable energy, housing, healthcare, education. For example, Avishkar Group and Acumen Fund, they manage assets and invest in companies which are trying to create social impact. The third way to work in the public policy sector is through NGOs and non-profit institutions such as Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and Teach for India. Now, these are neither public sector or private sector, but such organizations do collaborate with the governments very frequently. One gets to work on a range of issues such as health, education, poverty. For example, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation works on health issues related to malaria, tuberculosis, and other issues such as agriculture and gender equality with governments in Africa and Asia majorly. Similarly, Teach for India gives you an opportunity to work and educate underprivileged students. Now, the benefits of working with NGOs are huge. You actually understand about the grassroots realities of your country. Now, I volunteered with an NGO for 3 years during my undergrad years, which actually opened my eyes to the gender inequity and illiteracy prevalent even in the urban cities of India. The kind of impact you can create while working with NGOs is much more tangible, as you can actually see the change that you're bringing about in the lives of these people. This is also true if you're working directly with the government, but implementing the policies at the grassroots level. The fourth way of working in the public policy domains are working with research institutions and think tanks, such as National Institute of Public Finance and Policy, Center for Policy Research, Center for Civil Society, and so on and so forth. Now, research institutions like Overseas Development Institute and NIPFP, they undertake training and research program on various aspects of public policy and economics, such as revenue, taxation, fiscal management, and so on and so forth. The faculty is usually highly esteemed and is a part of various committees and commissions which are established by the central and state governments on taxation, administrative reforms, and so on and so forth. So if you're someone who is interested in core research and are thinking of pursuing a doctorate degree, a PhD degree later on, then work experience in these institutions can give you first-hand exposure of building your research and critical thinking skills. The fifth and the final broad bucket in the jobs available in the public policy sector are with multilateral organizations, or what I call as specialist organizations. Now let me give you some examples here. WHO, UNICEF, UNDP, World Bank, all these are multilateral in nature. There are a lot of countries involved and a lot of governments involved. It is much more global in scale, and the kind of impact you can create is also much more global in nature. You might have heard of WHO very frequently during this pandemic. The pros are that this is considered to be very prestigious. It gives you a lot of international exposure, and you get to work with leading experts from across the globe. So you would be able to develop a much more international and global perspective about social issues. For example, while working with World Bank, you might work on poverty, and you could get an understanding about how poverty and its facets are different across developing countries like India and Brazil. The kind of programs that work in one country may not be suitable or feasible for another country. The cons may be that these jobs are not permanent in nature and they may require super specialization such as a PhD or master's in specific domain. In conclusion, there are few broad ways to work in the public policy sector. These are working with the government directly by clearing a government exam or through a contractual position as a consultant. Second, working in the private sector in social impact roles. Third, working with NGOs or non-profit organizations. Fourth, working with research institutions or think tanks. And finally, working with multilateral organizations. Now, coming to the most critical part. What are the degrees that you require to work in the public policy sector? Is there any kind of specialization required at graduation or undergrad level? You would notice that public policy is a vast field. It encompasses various subjects health, education, poverty, environment, and a range of other domains. So, irrespective of the education background or professional experience you have, you could enter the public policy sector or make a switch to this sector from whatever you're pursuing currently anytime. What this means is that your education qualification has limited impact on the kind of jobs you can apply for in the public policy sector. All you need to do is have a passion for creating impact and demonstrate that passion by getting some work experience in this sector. This could be as simple as writing an article or a research paper on a topic that you feel strongly about, or volunteer with an NGO over the weekend. These kind of experiences definitely count when you apply for public policy sector jobs. I hope this video gave you a broad overview of the career opportunities available in the public policy sector. This can act as a starting point if you want to work in this sector for the long term. If you have any queries, please drop them down in the comment box below. I would be happy to answer those. All the best and stay safe, everyone. See you the next time.